Guess who's live? And guess who's a little bit early? Yeah, that would be me. Let me see here. Let me make sure you all can hear me correctly. Early. Yeah, that would be me. Okay. Let me see here. Welcome. Let me just pause this and make sure we're good. We're good. All right. Welcome to the Sabrina Walker Show. We are on day, let me just change this. We're on day 6. We're almost at the very end. I have a super exciting message to bring to you. I have a fabulous topic, which I entitled, let me see, How to Be Present, Living in the Moment, which is very, very important. And it's something that isn't so easy to do or to live or to be. I feel like it's kind of like a new training thing that you have to get yourself used to when you're starting to live from the soul, live in the moment, and really just slow down enough to enjoy life. Yes. Day 6, how to get yourself into soul alignment. Welcome if you're just joining us for the first time ever. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for finding me here. It is not a coincidence as to why you're watching this video. Everything is meant for a reason. Everything is meant for a purpose. So that's why you're here watching this. Now, if you're into soul alignment, if you're into building a business you love, if you're into really changing your life, finding more meaning, having clarity on why you're here in this crazy world, right? I'm sure we all are at some point in our lives. If you're sick and tired of doing the same job without any meaning, if you just know that you're built for more and that you're here for more, then you have reached the right Facebook page. You have found the right person to show you how to do that. And I truly believe that when you start something new, as in if you're looking to build your own business, if you're looking to really change your lifestyle, you have to have a foundation. So what this is what you're watching is day 6 of how to get into soul alignment. Now, based on my background, my skill set, my gifts, my treasures, what I love to do is help people build a business that they love. And to do that, we have to get the foundation right? So the analogy I like to use is when you're building a house, you need to pour the concrete, right? Maybe even have the blueprints first. But we'll just start with the actual physical parts of building the house, right? You got to pour the concrete first, because if you don't have the concrete there, you can't start building walls on just sand, right? Because what's going to happen? You start building walls, putting in windows, doing the electrician stuff and the plumbing and all of that. The house is just going to totally collapse the first time you walk into it. So you have to get the foundation right. So this is my free, 100% free 7-day series on how to get into soul alignment so you can build a business that you love from your soul. I do not recommend anyone going out there trying to build a business just from ideas in the air that aren't soul aligned, right? Because you never want to put something out there that you're just building just to make money. It's not going to work. It's not going to be successful. You may, over time, right, be successful for short term. And when I think of this is hilarious. What comes to my mind is like a one-hit wonder. Right? And one of my favorites, a lot of people are like, oh, the Backstreet Boys, you know, they were so popular for such a long time. But in my era, it was the New Kids on the Block. That was my first concert I went to with my mom. I absolutely loved it. We have pictures, which is hilarious because this is, again, another thought that comes to my head, where we have, I'm eating like cheese, what are they called? Cheese puffs, and they're like all in my teeth, and my mom was like, hey, smile, take a picture. And so we're at the New Kids on the Block concert in like the rows in the stadium, and I have a big smile, and it's all just like parts of cheese puffs all in my teeth. Get it? Cheesy smile? That's what I think of, but it really has true meaning when people are like, oh, give me a cheesy smile or something like that. Like, that's what comes to my head. So you don't want to be that one-hit wonder, right? You don't want to be that person that you come along and you have this amazing thing and you deliver it and you sell it and you make whatever money you need to make, and then you like totally ghost your audience that you've built. You totally just peace out from everybody in the world and like, what happened to this person? Like they were amazing. They helped me do this, but then they just left. Welcome if you're joining. We are on day 6 of living in the moment and being in soul alignment with building a business that you love. So that's where we're headed. So that's the foundation. Anything you do in life, it's not even just a business. It's anything that you do in life has to come from your soul. It's not going to come from the expectations of other people, right? You don't want to build any life that you're living from the expectations of, a lot of times it's our parents or it's our grandparents if we were raised by them, or sometimes our spouses when we get into our marriage. Your soul knows what you want. Your soul has the desires to produce your actual life, your journey that you're meant to be here for. That's where it's coming from. So if you're looking to find the answers around you through people, places, and things, it is not going to happen. Like, it's something you have to quiet yourself and tune into. So that's the whole premise of building the foundation. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here, I love the hearts. People already do. Okay, phone call. Sorry about that. Announce yourself. I'd love to hear from you. Let's see here. Phone calls interrupt Facebook feeds. I try to remember to turn them off each time, but it doesn't happen all the time. So living, I'll say living in the being. No, how to be present and living in the moment. That's what it's called. So a lot of times we go through life, right? We're asked like, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? The word that we always like, when you call and ask somebody what's going on, how they doing, it's a doing thing. And what I like to do is like, hey, how you being? How you being, right? That's the thing in my mind. Like, how are you being in the moment? Now, you don't hear that much because that's just not a common language that we use, but that's what comes to my mind, right? So when I call someone or when I'm talking to someone, I'm just wondering like, how are they at in that moment? Not necessarily what did they do yesterday or what they plan to do, but like, how are you right now? So how are you being, right? And that's being in the present moment. So there's a lot of words that knock us out from being in the present moment and from being in the moment to honor ourselves. Words are law. Whatever you say, your words are law. I keep on looking over here to make sure there's no comments on the Facebook. So if you see me look over here, it's because I got my laptop over here, making sure the comments are good. Okay. So words are law. There are a lot of times when, if you're not in the present moment, you're going to use words like, I guess, I don't know. And then when you're using another sentence, you'll say anyway at the end and stuff like that. That is not soul alignment. You're not confident in what you're delivering, right? You're living in a state of not knowing. So a lot of times when our minds are so overwhelmed with things that are going on, we will actually say, yeah, I guess, sure, I don't know. And those are words that aren't going to bring you to the next level. So if you have conversations with people and you're looking to like really be in the moment with someone and be present and be confident in who you are, try to reduce using those words, because what you do through this is you're telegraphing uncomfortability. You're telegraphing doubt. You're telegraphing not being confident in what you're saying. So a lot of times when I'm talking to people, I can recognize where they are at kind of on their journey and in their mind when I'm talking to them. So when they say things like I just said, like, I guess, I don't know, sure, anyways, stuff like that, then that's just they're telegraphing that they're doubting themselves. And for you, try to catch yourself using these type of words, because these words aren't in the moment type of words. These words are being used when you have so many things going on in your head and you're just overwhelmed that you'll just say a sentence and you'll just say, I guess, because that's where you're at. You're not able to be focused in the present moment. So to move to the next level of like really getting present, being in the moment, you have to believe in yourself. So being able to be in the moment comes from a place of belief. Belief in yourself, and then next is a belief in others. You first have to believe in yourself, of who you are, what you represent, before you can even start believing in other people. And that's a biggie. So the more you get to experience living in the moment and being in the now does require belief in yourself. Because if you're not believing in yourself, you are either living in the past of experiences that you've been through. You're concerned about being judged. You're concerned about being rejected. You're concerned about being abandoned. And based on your past, right, if you've ever had a dad or a mom or a family member like tell you that they were going to pick you up and they didn't pick you up, like these are the type of experience in your past that you might have experienced, which would then create the abandonment and the judgment of others, and have these kind of negative feelings inside of you. And until you can really work through those with someone, right, and kind of just work through them and tell yourself a new story around them, you're not going to be able to live in the present moment and really enjoy what's going on around you. You're going to be fidgety, right? You're going to be looking for things. You're going to be on your phone playing. You're going to be on your phone texting. You're going to be scrolling through Facebook looking for the meaning of life, which isn't there, just so you know. There's great content there. There's people teaching you amazing things. And then there's also negativity. There's people taking selfies of themselves, which have 500,000 filters because they don't feel good about themselves. So let's be real, right? The meaning of life is not on Facebook, and being in the present moment when you're around people is the best gift. It's a gift, the present moment. It says it right in the word. Present is the gift that you can give anybody that's around you, right? I wrote this quote. This was years ago. It's just coming back to me. How do children spell love? And it's T-I-M-E, right? And I think the same goes for adults too. How do adults spell love? T-I-M-E, right? Giving your time, but not just physically like giving them your time, but being present in the time, being in the present moment, talking to them, asking questions, really getting to know what they like and what they like to do, and maybe even engaging, right, in some activities. I have a bunch, I don't have any around here, they're all downstairs, but a bunch of paintings. Hey, Jackie. I have a bunch of paintings that me and my daughter like to do a lot. What we do is I bought the paint and then the easel and stuff from a craft store, and we just watch YouTube videos when me and her do it, and we paint. Like, that is spending time in the moment together. We're focused on doing an activity together where we both have each other's attention, and we're painting, like we're doing an activity together. So that's an example of being in the moment. Now, if you live in a state of overwhelm, anxiousness, and you're just not able to be present, then it's another whole thing of really noticing that whatever you're doing, you need to let go of. It's something you need to let go. And especially if you're a business owner and you're looking to grow your own business, because people can sense anxiety. People can sense when you're in a state of chaos and you're frazzled, right? I'm sure that you've been around people before where you just get this like awkward, yucky feeling where they're just in such a chaotic state that you don't even want to be around them, right? Like the energy is just like zzz, just buzzing, just like I feel like it's a force field of just constant electricity where you just want to take a deep breath, you want to calm down, and you just want to go to your own quiet space, right? I'm sure that you've had people in your life where you've experienced this. So that's when you know you can be in the present moment, right? Those are things that you can sense once you get better at being at the present moment, and also appreciating yourself in the present moment. Now, how do you get to a state of being in the present moment? A lot of times it's really just sitting in a spot. This spot you see right here is my little sanctuary. This area right here in my house means a lot to me. So I have these amazing lights here, which I absolutely love, LED lights on this wall back here, and you'll see more on future Facebook streams. This chair right here means the world to me. It is actually like a recliner chair that my grandfather owned before he passed, God bless his soul, that I couldn't give up. Like, I used to sleep in this chair with my grandfather. It's one of those lazy boy chairs that reclines. And when my grandmother passed away, my mom said, hey, I don't know what to do with this. Like, do you want it? And I was like, yes, I love it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's not the prettiest thing underneath this, but I have to have it. Like, it's that warm, cozy feeling that I have when I sit in this chair. So what I did was I put over this huge, like, comfy, white, modern looking blanket over it to really make it even cozier physically, right? A nice warm spot for me to sit, to read my Bible, to do my scripture work, to do my journaling. Why was I telling you this? I forget the whole purpose of the story, but welcome to my environment that I've created. I guess we could say, yeah, this is the right, not I guess. No, we can say, there is no I guess. I have created this environment. See, you got to catch yourself. You still do it. I've created this environment specifically to serve me, to give me a place that makes me feel warm and cozy. Anytime I may get off a phone call, there may be situations going on in the house where I just need time to get away, right? There could be kids, there could be whatever's going on. I just need that moment to come back to myself, to take a breather. And this is where I come. This is my happy place. This is where I put on my headphones, my big headphones, and I can just meditate, right? So, the purpose of it was, how do you get to a place of being in the moment, right? So sometimes you have to do a pattern interrupt. You just have to break out of whatever's going on around you just so you can take a moment for yourself. Now that means taking a walk in nature, kind of just going outside, if it's nice out, or if you like to walk in the rain, that's pretty cool too. Or just breathing techniques, right? To kind of bring you back to yourself, or even just go sitting in your car at sometimes, which I like to do, is if, things are getting a little stressful at work and I just need a moment to breathe, I'll just go sit in my car wherever I am and just have that time to myself. A lot of times people will play some kind of music, waterfalls or running water or wind blowing, who knows. But whatever it is, these are techniques that you can use to get yourself back into the moment, right? Because chaos, overwhelming of whatever tasks that we're working on can take us out of that, right? We just get so consumed in completing what we're doing that we think that's the focus. Well, if you're not happy doing that, and if you're just doing it to do it because you have to do it to get it done, you're gonna need a reset. You're gonna need to reset yourself after you're done whatever that task is and get yourself back to a state of being in the moment, recognizing and being grateful for the people that are around you, and really interacting with them, asking them questions, getting to know about, how their life is going, what they're looking to achieve in their life, what's their meaning in life, why are they here? I like to find that stuff out about people all the time. Like, I'm curious about that stuff. So that helps me get back to in the moment. Now, a lot of times we ask ourselves, how do I do this? Or how do I do this? Or how to, right? How to questions. And that is really detriment to us being in the moment, because we're not thinking, because we're trying to figure out the how-tos in life and not focusing on the why do I. So as you're going through your day, this is another technique that I use to really get myself into alignment, and to get myself out of not growing, to get myself out of not leveling myself up to the next level for growth, right? So why do I? So when I jump on and do these live streams, I ask myself, why am I doing this live stream? Why? Like, what's the purpose? So I easily ask me, because I want to share my message with the world. I want to transform the way that people think. I want to help women get to the next level of who they really are on the inside. It's not something that they have to seek out. It's something that they have to seek in. That was good. That was good. I love I just flow with it. I'm in the flow. I'm high energy. This is what I love to do. So this is the why. I know I can change your life. I know I can change your mindset. I know I can change what you're looking to achieve, and you can do it, because you could do and have it all at any moment. You just have to decide. So that's my why. Why do I? Right? So why do I every single day? Use that question that will change your life in the way that you do things, in the way that you think, right? If you're going to do something for someone else, ask, why am I doing this? Why do I choose to do this? And if you can't find the answer, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. Maybe you should be telling people no. Because here's what I've learned and experienced with overcommitment. When you overcommit yourself, you devalue yourself. Overcommitting yourself puts you in a state of overwhelmness, feeling overwhelmed. It puts you in a state of physically, right, not feeling well. It drains you. It exhausts you when you overcommit yourself. And it devalues what you have to share with the world, because as you grow into a habit of overcommitting yourself, you stay in a state of exhaustion. You stay in a state of doing things for other people, other people's purposes. Don't be an OPP, right? That's what I call them. Other people's purposes. Stay in aligned with your own purpose and what you're here to do. So again, why do I? Why do I go and do this? Is this in my purpose? Is this why I'm here? If you feel like helping someone out, cool, then fill that, why do I do that? See if that's aligned with why you're doing it. But if it's not, stop overcommitting yourself, stop devaluing yourself, and focus on the moment. Focus on why you're here, focus on how you want to feel, and that saying no to people is okay. It's okay to say no. What's going to happen? That person is going to go and look for someone else to help them. It's okay. Like, you're not missing out on anything. And how I view it is, if you say no and that person goes to find someone else, you're now giving that other person an opportunity to help. So I just look at the win-win of everything. What is the win-win here, right? By you giving someone else the opportunity to help your friend out, you're now putting that other person in a position to say, yeah, I would love to help out. Because what if that other person was looking to be around somebody? What if that other person just wanted connection, just wanted relationship? You're now allowing that other person to have that, to attain that. So that's a win-win. So I get excited about saying no's to people when it doesn't feel aligned. That's it. What is your why? What is your reasons? Really figure that stuff out. Okay. So here's the thing with being in the present moment. If you live in a state of overwhelmed, there is no way that you can be in the present moment. It's just not a thing. So how do you get out of a state of overwhelmingness or overwhelm? Yeah. How do you get out of the state of feeling overwhelmed? You can watch yesterday's day 5, letting go of the struggle. That was good. Actually, was that? Nope, that was day 4. Day 4 was letting go of the struggle. That's really good. We talked about vision on day 5. Day 6 is when you learn to let go of control. You're not being consumed by rejection, right? You're not being consumed by making a mistake. You're not being consumed by getting in trouble. A lot of times when we want to stay in control of things, it's because we try to control getting in trouble from, like, as being a kid, right? Being rejected, making mistakes, right? We're so scared to make mistakes. We're so scared what other people think. We're so scared of being rejected that we stay in this state of overwhelm. And that state does not allow you, like I said, to live in the present moment. So here's what happens, right? When you learn, I gotta look at the time because I definitely have to be somewhere. My computer died. Hold on, let me get my watch real quick. I gotta figure this out. Okay, we gotta end soon because it's already been some time. I want to share this. I just seen this. This is my clock. It says now, 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 now. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. Live in the moment. I love this clock. It's fabulous. I got it on Amazon. It just reminds me all the time when I come into my little sanctuary of love in this room, the time is now. So I just seen it over there. I wanted to share it with you. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. It is, we have about 30, like a few more minutes. So here's what happens when you live in the moment. This is really awesome. And this just happened to me yesterday, right? We start to expect things. So when it's called like manifestations, law of expectation, it's a whole nother thing, but I'll just like 50,000 foot view, talk about it real quick. So the law of expectations, right? When you start putting yourself and being able to live in the present moment, you kind of have fun with it, right? It's a game. You have expectations. Like, for instance, I always expect when I drive into a grocery store, when I drive into the movies, when I go anywhere, I'm like, I have a front row parking space everywhere I go. It's an expectation. Like, I'm in the moment, I'm flowing, I'm singing with my daughter, whatever, in the car, things are going great. An expectation. I expect to have a front row parking space. So yesterday I was with my daughter and her friend. We had to go pick up movie tickets. What did we see? Dog's Day? Dog Days or something? Great movie. Go see it. It's super cute. And so what we did was when I was driving up, I was like in my head, yep, I always get a front row parking spot. Life is great. Just giving it love, like gratitude, right? Everything I have, everything I've ever needed, want, and have, I have it all. Like, just gratitude. Like, this is amazing. I'm enjoying my day, blah, blah, blah. What happens? I pull around the corner, front row. So they have the 2 handicap parking spots, and then they have an open spot. And I'm just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my front row. Thank you for fulfilling my expectation that I have of getting front row parking spaces. So as you continue to get better to living in the moment, you can start requesting things. You can start requesting things from the universe. You can start living in expectations of things. You can do this with money too, which I will be teaching very soon. Money manifestations and all of that amazing thing. But you can definitely do this. These are called favorable situations that happen to you, right? Just like it's like when you're thinking of a friend and you haven't talked to this person in forever and they just randomly call you, that's living in the moment. That is your energy and your thoughts attracting that phone call. Have you ever had that happen to you? Where you're just randomly thinking of someone from high school or someone, maybe a family that member you haven't talked to in forever, right? And you just pick up the phone or they email you or something And it's like, whoa, I was just thinking about you, right? That is a law, the law of the universe, law of attraction, law of an expectation. If you want to talk to them, because you're really like wanting, you're putting that energy out where you want to be in communication with them. This is all a thing. And all of your thoughts make all of this happen. So once you really start to understand living in the moment, not in a state of overwhelmed, you can be able to leverage these amazing tools that are out there for your benefit, right? Here's the thing. You just have to spend less time being angry, being mad, being hateful, living with resentments. These are the things that will keep you on the lower energy vibration. If you have unresolved anger from your past, that is going to keep you living in the state of these resentments, of this anger, of this energy, and it's not going to allow you to live in the moment. So there's many ways to kind of rewrite that blueprint and get in your subconscious of how to really vibe and live in a state of joy and happiness and all that. But these resentments, this hate, this anger that you feel, you know, sometimes if you're like clenching your teeth at night or you just find yourself hands in a fist, these are like childhood traumatic things that you're going to have to work through to get to be able to live in a state of just joy, happiness, and living in the moment. And yeah, that's the biggest thing when I came and was like really looking into this. So you'll continue to go through life expecting rejection to satisfy and fulfill that. It's called a pain body in you, right? So this pain body in you wants to be rejected so it can fulfill itself. And the less you give attention to it and the less that you focus on it and you begin to clear that more and more, then the more you'll be able to live in joy. So we want to get you out of that place where you're trying to fulfill that pain body. But I'm just trying to think like all these things in my head. I have all these different thoughts to like really get you into the state of being and living and just being in the moment. So the biggest thing I can say is when you're feeling overwhelmed, go to your happy spot, go to your safe place. It could be anywhere. You can create this place anywhere and just be one with yourself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, put on some headphones, put on some nature sounds, and really just kind of ground yourself to a place of gratitude and a place of love before you go into a meeting, before you go and have a conversation with a friend, maybe on any topic. If it's a hard topic, definitely do this. But just be able to be one with yourself from the place of love, right? From a place of love. Because as we go out into the world, we always want to come from a place of love. We want to serve from a place of love. We want people to feel our hearts through our actions and not necessarily through our words. So if you can walk into a room and like, you know, that person, I gotta go, but real quick, you know, when you walk into a room and you can just like look at that person walking to the room and you can just feel like, whoa, there is something about that person. That person, you can just tell they have it going on, or they have good energy, good vibes. When that person walks into the room, it's a whole nother meaning that it brings to the actual room. Like it feels good. The air in the room is lighter. All those things. And that's the type of person you want to be, right? That's the type of magnetic energy that you want to have when you walk into a room. And you can only do this if you are in a place of living in the moment. If you come from a place of being. Not doing, but being. Being in the moment. All right, I gotta go. I got somewhere to be. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream. Check out SabrinaWalkerShow.com. I will be listing all the shows there. Check out my Sabrina Walker Facebook page, like it, turn on the notifications so you can get alerted as to when we are going live. We have one more day. Tomorrow is day 7. I will see you there, 12:15. Be there, be square, and don't forget, you can be, do, and have it all. Love you.
Peace out.
That'd be my daughter, Aaliyah. Want to say hi? Bye.